Okay, so never really like made a video where I'm talking to the camera. It's not really my thing. But to my friend Callie that I was gonna do this because I have good reasons, I guess. But I guess I want to make a video about like relationships and how like what not to do, and like one thing that you can't do is you can't fuck with someone's heart and emotions. That is not okay, and it will never be okay to mess with someone's emotions and to play them and lead them on. If they have the nuts, if they have the guts to come out and be like, I like you, if you're like, oh, I like you too, they're gonna think that like, oh, you like me, I like you, so they instantly think that something's gonna happen. I wouldn't know because I've been in that situation. But it's not okay if you don't like them like that to say that you like them back, because you know exactly what they mean when they say that they like you. You know straight up that they just told you about their emotions towards you. I feel stupid right now. Okay, anyway. So it's like not okay at all. If you're gonna tell them that you like them, make it like, be honest. If you really do like them, then it's okay to say that you like them back because it's the truth. But if you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, I like you too, but you like them as a friend, you should say, oh, I like you as a friend. Or else you're just completely pulling this along. And you're like making them think, oh, but they like me too, and like something could happen. And it's not okay if you really don't. It really isn't, because you're messing with someone's emotions, and that is a really, really low. Whether you know you're doing it or not, you probably know what you're doing. Also, don't sit there and flirt with like 5,000 girls or guys. If you're a girl, like, you'll be called a slut. If you're a guy, you'll be called a player. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to be labeled that stuff. I mean, that stuff sucks to be labeled as. It puts your reputation down. But I guess it more sucks that, like, if you're gonna sit there and flirt with like 5 girls, then you're going to like mess with 5 girls' emotions. Same goes for like girls who mess with guys. Like, you're messing with their emotions. Even if they like, people mainly think the guys just want sex, but I mean there are a lot of guys out there who really genuinely want a relationship. And sitting there and flirting with them and like hooking up with them, and like maybe that's what they want, maybe it's not. Mainly I'm getting to the point as it's not okay to fuck with someone's emotions at all. It's not. It is not okay. Because you don't know, like, how would you feel if you were the reason someone cried every night? Like, if you just like put that in your head, like, that's not an okay feeling. Like, if you knew you were the reason that someone cried every night and they liked you so much, but they knew that you were just playing them, I can't imagine feeling like that. I would feel like the most terrible person in the world, and it would kill me to know that I was hurting someone like that. Mainly, like, I don't know. Then there's like the people who have the perfect relationship, and you look at them and you're like, oh, I want that relationship. But you can't sit there and say you want that relationship because you don't know what goes on in that relationship unless you're like really good friends with the person who's in the relationship and you know that it's actually perfect. But a lot of the time, the people who have been together for a long time and who like seem to have it all in the relationship, they've actually been through a lot, and that's why they're so close, because they really are. Like, I don't know, they're close. I kind of just lost my train of thought there for like a minute, but those people have been through a lot, and that's why they love each other so much, because everything that they've been through, they've always made, like, they've made it this far, and that's true love. Like, an example, I guess, that would mean true love to me is, like, my friends Elena and Andy. Andy lives in Detroit, and Elena lives here in Clarkston, and they're always, like, they made it, like, I think, like 5 or 6 months, I think, maybe more. And they don't let distance be a factor. They have a great, healthy relationship. I mean, I don't know if they like had really big fights or anything, because I don't really pry into that stuff. But I mean, I have sat there and I've been like, oh, I want a relationship like them because their relationship seems perfect. But you know, I don't know what goes on in their relationship. So I guess I don't really have a say in like, oh, I want the relationship. And I know so many people who deserve to be in such a wonderful relationship. Like, honestly, they really do. Like my friend Kasha, she deserves nothing but the best. Her life isn't exactly the greatest, but she makes it the best of it. And she deserves nothing but to be loved and to have someone who's there for her, and to have someone like sweep her off her feet. Like Kasha really deserves to feel like a princess. And I feel really stupid saying that, but she really does deserve that. And then Callie, my friend Callie, she deserves nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. She doesn't deserve the heartache and the tears and everything, and people who fuck her over. I mean, those people are terrible. Like, you can't do that. And she deserves nothing but the best. She deserves to be happy and to know that someone out there really does love her. And I love her. She's a really good person. And I can trust her, and we just started talking and everything, and I already feel really close to her, and I know that she deserves all the happiness in the world. And Christina, my friend Christina, she deserves all the happiness in the world, because I mean, she was in a relationship and like broke up, and I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like dish out everything that happened because I don't know the whole story, but I know that she deserves so much better, and she deserves like love. Like, and my friend Courtney, on and off with her boyfriend. I mean, all these people, like, they've been fucked over, they've been hurt, they've been heartbroken. I mean, everybody goes through it, but me and all these people have been going through it longer than we should be. I've been played. I've been heartbroken for the past, like, year or more, maybe. I've been miserable because of everything that I've been through, and I've broken hearts because I'm so unsure of my own emotions, and I know that's the worst feeling ever in the world, to hurt somebody and not mean it. But like everybody that I've ever broken up with, I just want them to be happy, and I know that they would be happier without me. But like, another thing, if you're gonna break up with someone, at least call them and break up with them on webcam or something. Do it in person. If you're gonna break up through a text message, just slow when it shows how big of a pussy you are. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. It just shows that you're a pussy. You don't have the nerve to do it in person or over the phone or something. It's just in a text message. Slow. Another thing, if you're in a long distance relationship, don't let them become your world, because I mean, like, if it's like out of state, don't let them become your world, because that shit sucks. Like, I didn't even get broken up with, I got left. Like, no communication. There was no goodbye. There wasn't a we're over, or I just don't want to be with you anymore, the distance is too hard. It was no replies. He didn't pick up his phone. He still don't pick up his phone to this day. And this was like 4 months ago. It just sucks. But I guess in the end, my point is, even though I've been like getting really off topic, is don't fuck with people's emotions. Don't sit there and wish that you had someone else's relationship because you don't know what goes on in that relationship. Don't play people. It's not cute. If you're gonna break up with somebody, do it like person, a phone call, something. Don't sit there and type it on your phone and send it in a text message. But yeah, so I guess that's what I'm getting at, and but I know tons of people who deserve so much better than they get, and I really hope that everybody out there who's sad knows that there's someone out there for them. Like, the person you will marry is walking on this earth. Somebody's out there wondering, like, how amazing it'd be to meet someone like you, because you're worth so much to somebody, and you're gonna mean a lot. Maybe you are your dream relationship right now, and I hope that really goes good for you, because everyone deserves to be happy. But yeah, So, long distance relationships are a no-no. And, I guess that's all I really have to say. But, I know how it feels to be hurt and stuff. And I want people to know that there's someone out there who loves them. Like, you're not gonna be miserable for the rest of your life. I mean, I've been miserable for a long time, and I know this has to get better. I mean, the best place to start is at rock bottom. So, you know, everyone has to find somebody, and don't be a pussy, and that's all I really have to say, I guess. I just wanted to rant, but yeah, just remember that, you're never alone. You have friends, and, like, even if they're, like, in relationships, you know, you'll have that. Everyone will have that. No one's gonna be alone forever. So, yeah, best place to start is rock bottom if you're there.